Long before the Doom, the Valyrian Freehold was ruled by an elite class unlike anything the world had ever seen. They were known simply as the 40 Families, 40 Dragonlord bloodlines whose mastery of dragons transformed a nation of shepherds into the greatest empire in recorded history. Yet despite their immense power, history remembers only a handful of their names. The rest were consumed by the fires that destroyed the Freehold, leaving behind only whispers of the greatest dynasty the world has ever forgotten. The 40 families were not equals. Some commanded vast territories stretching across fertile valleys and volcanic mountains, while others ruled little more than a single fortress overlooking the fires of Valyria. Wealth could buy armies, gold could build cities, but neither could match the power of a dragon. A single mature dragon could decide wars, crush rebellions, and secure a family's place among the ruling elite for generations. House Belaerys, among the few Dragonlord houses remembered by history, was House Belaerys. Their exact origins have been lost, but their reputation endured long after Valyria itself had fallen. Centuries after the Doom, stories still spoke of Jaenara Belaerys, who mounted her dragon Terax and flew farther south than any known explorer before her. For 3 years, she journeyed across the endless jungles of Sothorius before returning alive. Proof that even the world's most terrifying frontiers could not always overcome a Valyrian dragon rider. House Targaryen stood among the lesser Dragonlord families of the Freehold. Though they possessed dragons of their own, they commanded far fewer than many of their rivals, and held neither the wealth nor the influence of Valyria's greatest dynasties. Few could have imagined that this relatively modest house would one day become the last surviving Dragonlords in the world, carrying the blood of Old Valyria across the narrow sea and into the history of Westeros. Beyond Targaryen and Belaerys lay dozens of other Dragonlord dynasties whose names have vanished forever. Their dragons once darkened the skies above Valyria. Their banners flew over palaces of obsidian and marble. Their bloodlines shaped laws, commanded armies, and ruled an empire that stretched across much of the known world. Yet when the Doom came, their histories burned with them. Today, their names survive only as silence. Not every powerful family in Valyria rode dragons. Beyond the 40 Dragonlord families stood ancient noble houses whose influence came through trade, diplomacy, administration, and immense wealth rather than dragonfire. While the Dragonlords ruled the Freehold, these families helped sustain the empire, connecting distant colonies, expanding commerce, and managing the vast network that made Valyria the richest civilization in the known world. Among the oldest recorded noble families of Valyria was House Belaerys. Unlike the Dragonlords, the Velaryons built their legacy upon the sea. The earliest histories describe them as master sailors and merchants whose fleets crossed the Summer Sea, the Narrow Sea, and the Jade Sea, linking Valyria with ports throughout the known world. Every successful voyage brought new wealth, rare goods, and greater influence over generations. Their merchant empire became one of the foundations of Valyria's economy. Although they never rode dragons, few families possessed a fleet to rival theirs, and their growing fortune earned them great respect throughout the Freehold. House Velaryon established itself on the island of Driftmark in Blackwater Bay, becoming the first known Valyrian noble house to settle permanently in Westeros. From there, they continued to command trade across the narrow sea while maintaining close ties with their homeland. Their friendship with House Targaryen grew stronger through generations of marriage and political alliance, relationships that would one day place the Velaryons among the most influential families in the Seven Kingdoms. Another ancient Valyrian noble house was House Celtigar. Like the Velaryons, they were never counted among the Dragonlord dynasties that ruled the Freehold. The surviving records do not reveal exactly how their fortune was first amassed, but by the final centuries of Valyria, they were already regarded as one of its richest noble families. Their riches, influence, and loyalty secured them a respected place within Valyrian society, proving that gold and diplomacy could elevate a house almost as effectively as dragons. Before the Doom, House Celtigar followed the Targaryens and Velaryons west across the narrow sea, establishing its seat upon Claw Isle. Together, these three ancient Valyrian houses formed a small but enduring community on the eastern shores of Westeros. House Targaryen preserved the blood of the Dragonlords. House Velaryon preserved the naval tradition of Old Valyria. House Celtigar preserved the wealth and noble customs of their ancient homeland. When the Freehold vanished beneath fire and ash, these families became the last living remnants of a civilization that had once ruled half the known world. 3 ancient houses would survive the fall of the Freehold, carrying with them the last blood, traditions and memories of Old Valyria. Yet these families were only a small part of a civilization unlike any the world had ever known. Behind every Dragonlord stood engineers, merchants, mages, soldiers, craftsmen, and countless laborers who transformed a volcanic peninsula into the greatest empire in history. To understand why the world would never see another civilization like Valyria, we must first walk its streets and witness the empire at the very height of its power. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed exploring the history and legends of Old Valyria and beyond, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for the next epic story.